Morning, everybody. It is, what is today? It's Wednesday. I think it's the 8th of October, and finally, this is the first day we got overcast, and I don't even know if it'll break 70 degrees today, but definitely fall is in the air. I just wanted to address a couple things today because there seems to be some misunderstandings about California and the way that real estate and rentals are done out here. And I wanted to just give a chance to answer back. My friend did and I do consider her my friend, made a video today talking about the Blackbird situation. And it's one of those things that people will put things on blast before they think about picking up the phone and talking to you about it. And therefore, they run with their own ideas of the way that they see things. And in a way, it's kind of unfortunate because I'm a big believer in being frank and being direct in my communications and not being circuitous and roundabout. If you got something to say, say it. Pick up the phone, text, and say it. So I want to straighten a couple things out today here. The first thing I want to talk about is California law, because there seems to be some basic misunderstanding. In California, you have what's called at-will tenancy, which means there is no lease that exists. Okay, and if anybody can produce a lease, show the lease, right? I mean, that's it. And then you have standard leases, which have many more rights included in them, 30, 60-day notices and things like that. I didn't have a lease with Blackbird because he is a friend. I had an at-will arrangement where you help pay some stuff around here, give you a rental that's 1/3 of the market rate here. 1/3 of the market. Think about that. In California, in Sonoma County, one of the most expensive counties in the United States, to be able to have a really nice rental that's more than a room. It's your own self-contained living unit there for 1/3 of market rate for 4 years. Now, I don't begrudge that. I have a big heart. And there's not one person that can honestly reach out and say in 4 years that I did not give my level best at all times to be the very best friend that I could be at all times. But over the course of those 4 years, and let's just be clear, when you have a at-will, or what's called a month-to-month tenancy, you can terminate that and remove it 3 days notice. That notice was given at the end of September directly to Blackbird. My intention to have terminate this because, well, to be honest, no rent had been paid in August, no rent had been paid in September, and that's the prime reason for a month-to-month to be terminated. So all this talk about 30, 60 day, it's nonsense when it comes to a what you call a month-to-month tenant. And you could theoretically, if you didn't have a heart, you could take all that stuff and just put it on the street because you fulfilled your obligation. You might say, well, you have to it was posted, okay, and that's the end of it. The other misunderstanding is it's 60 days to get the stuff out. No, I paid for a full 90 days of storage at my own expense through January 4th of 2026. My own dime. Right now, this stuff is being stored in an air-conditioned, controlled environment. And this stuff about who touched the stuff and all that, I mean, let's be real about it. The amount of filth here and dirt and things like that, and the way that stuff is picked up and gathered off the streets and things. Let's be serious. If you think I would have people that would just come in and manhandle and maul things, everything was very carefully put away, and everything was stored with a great deal of thought of which would be the most important thing to access first. Not opening a door and willy-nilly throwing everything in and say, well, that serves you right. No. because I still consider a friend. But when it comes down through July and every month becomes a greater and greater struggle to collect basic monies for being here for a month. And then it comes into August, here we go, another month. And then you start to see things like surfboards come in. And you start to see lifestyle choices, which are fine. It costs a lot of money to support on a daily basis. And for feeding cats and taking care of cats and buying cat food, you start to ask yourself, where do I fit into the scheme of things? Where do I rate in your life? How about me? And you're going around, you're doing the best you can. Trips to pawn shops to take stuff, to get stuff out. Trip to recycle yards to scrap stuff to raise money. I never saw one dime of that money, not one. Standing in recycle up here with 500 pounds of glassware on a hot, sweaty morning with dozens of people in line that are all pissed off to put money in Blackbird's pocket. Again, if you can find faults, lay it out. Charlotte said people don't comment because people are afraid to comment. No, Charlotte, people don't comment because they have eyes. They have eyes. They see the balance scale of who's done what for whom. They're not afraid to comment. They don't know what to say. They're afraid of what you might say if they put the truth out about things. Things were handled in a very, very proper manner here, in full compliance with everything. Now there's a 90-day period to get things in order and figure out, and as you once offered before, to be able to take him in, I think that that's a beautiful thing. He will probably take you up on that, and that will be great. Of course, he can do as he wishes here, and he can have what cats he wishes to have, because cats were never my intention to have here. But again, having a nice heart and being an open-spirited person, yeah. And then, of course, you saw what happens. It goes out of control. It comes time to trap and to neuter and spay the cats, and I'm the one that has to take care of it. Becomes my job now to spend my time running around and doing all this stuff. Not that I'm the originator of it, but I'm the one that's responsible enough to see things through here. We're coming into some lean times here. I can do a lot better with this shine shack than 1/3 of market rate. And if a tenant can't appreciate and honor the excellent deal that has been given, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you except to say, what more could I do? You might say somebody's phone is broken or whatever. Again, that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. Right? That's not my thing, but again, it's something else that has to come to me, and it's made my problem. Things like that. All of the records are there now, and texting and everything to support 100% legal compliance with advice, with counsel to do this, and with appropriate warnings of what would happen. I'm now in a situation where I can reset very definite boundaries of the way that property is going to be used. There'll be no more open doors with cats coming in and out and pissing and marking up. It's time to take back things and get them orderly here in a proper way. So this idea of 4 years that somebody done somebody wrong song, I ask you to weigh it out and think about it in your heart and search back all the meals, all the paid for trips, all the times and the things that were done, all the rent, the months of rent forbearance where rent wasn't collected. Oh, it's okay, skip a month. I know it's a tough time. It just goes to show you, no matter how much you try to do for someone, there will always be what I call the background chatter that believes that it's not right. Now we come to a point to see who's really willing to stand up and be a stand-up person and say, you know what, I'm ready to take the ball. Put me in, coach. Here I go. I'll be watching very closely on that, because it's easy when you're 2,130 miles away to make judgments about things that you have no idea of the history of things. It's so easy to just say somebody done somebody wrong and it ain't right. How many chances would you give? How long would you sit around when you're paying hot water, electricity, cable, TV? How long? Grounds to put your crap around, tables. How long would you do it? We're going to see coming up. Anyway, it is a it is getting on to, we might actually have a little bit of rain this afternoon, so that'll be good. This is the first year in many years I don't think I have to worry about fire risk, and I'm really excited about that. So yeah, the tenant's gonna be moving back. Things are getting shaped up and cleaned up, and man, I'm finally gonna get something out of the place that really helps my life a little bit and helps me with my lifestyle and things. So anyway, guys, I'm going to close it out and wish you all a wonderful day. I wish everybody a wonderful day. You know, I love my friends on here. I may have disagreements with them from time to time, but I love my friends on here. But I do value honest exchanges, and I'm not the one that puts things out on blast unless you first put things out on blast. So we'll let the tribe speak now, and we'll take it from there. Anyway, guys, thumbs up are appreciated. Thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful